Who wrote the rules you live by? Think for a moment. Not the laws in books, but the unwritten rules that govern your every move, your thoughts, your desires, the way you sit right now, the clothes you chose this morning, the thoughts you allow yourself to voice, and those you silence even from yourself. Michel Foucault, perhaps the most disturbing philosopher of the 20th century, would argue that you didn't choose any of it. Not truly. And understanding why might be your first step toward freedom. The people know what they do. Frequently they know why they do what they do, but what they don't know is what they do does. That's Foucault, and that's our starting point. What if the most powerful chains are the ones you cannot see, the ones that have become so normal, so embedded in daily life, that they've become invisible, like water to fish? You feel their weight, that vague unease, that sense that something constrains you, but you can't name it. You can't fight what you can't see. But what if you could? We tend to think of power as something possessed, kings with crowns, police with badges, bosses with titles. Foucault shatters this comforting illusion. Power isn't held, it circulates. It flows through networks, through institutions, through seemingly innocent everyday practices. It's in the hospital that categorizes your health, the school that sorts you into ranks, the clock that divides your day. This power doesn't just say no, it's productive, it creates, it shapes, it manufactures the very desires you think are yours. As Foucault writes, power produces reality. And this is our modern predicament. We aren't simply oppressed from above, we're shaped from within. The genius of today's power systems is that they make us willing participants in our own control. We monitor ourselves. We compare ourselves to norms. We confess our deviations. We improve ourselves according to standards we didn't create. And all along, we think we're free. This isn't conspiracy. It's architecture. It's grammar. It's the water we swim in. And until you see it, you cannot choose whether to accept it, resist it, or transform your relationship to it. So where do these self-defeating patterns come from? Let's explore 3 misconceptions that keep us stuck in the comfort trap, unable to grow through struggle. First misconception, that happiness equals comfort. We've been sold the idea that the good life means avoiding pain and maximizing pleasure at all costs. This hedonic approach treats discomfort as something to eliminate, rather than as the very soil from which our strength grows. The ancient Stoics knew better. Second misconception, Stoicism means suppressing feelings. In reality, Stoics weren't emotional robots. They were masters at understanding which responses serve us. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Taunt you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This isn't suppression, it's direction. Third misconception, mindset changes are just positive thinking or self-help fluff. But neuroplasticity is real, backed by decades of neuroscience research. Our brains physically rewire when we practice new thought patterns. Ancient philosophers intuited this. Modern science confirms it's not wishful thinking, but biological reality. So what's the first key to transforming our relationship with struggle? It's what psychologists call the growth mindset, the belief that abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. Stanford's Carol Dweck discovered people with growth mindsets see failure not as evidence of unintelligence, but as a heartening springboard for growth and stretching existing abilities. This parallels perfectly with Seneca's observation, "In difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." And struggle isn't punishment, it's training. When we face obstacles with a growth mindset, we ask different questions. Not "why is this happening to me?" but "what is this teaching me?" This shift changes everything. Shows adopting a growth mindset leads to greater achievement, resilience, and significantly less stress and anxiety when facing challenges. And here's the remarkable thing. Even learning about the concept of growth mindset can begin to change your brain's response to failure. That shift can start right now. Step 1. Plant your feet in reality. Peterson's first rule, tell the truth, or at least don't lie. fMRI studies show truth-telling activates the ventromedial prefrontal cortex, our moral GPS. Step 2. Hunt your strengths. Seligman's VIA survey data proves using signature strengths daily increases life satisfaction by 37% in 3 months. Your best self isn't built, it's excavated. Step 3. Carve gratitude into stone. UCLA's Mindfulness Center found daily gratitude journaling reduces cortisol by 23%. Neurochemical proof of Scruton's appreciation as moral duty. Up 4. Shoulder your damn responsibility. Peterson's research setting achieving micro goals lights up the ventral striatum, the brain's meaning detector. Not happiness, purpose. Meet Elena, our nurse, PTSD baseline. After 8 weeks of this protocol, her heart rate variability improved 41%. Stress became a wave to surf, not a tsunami. Her fMRI showed new neural highways between amygdala and prefrontal cortex, proof of Seligman's learned resilience. Burnout didn't disappear, it became fuel. Peterson's hierarchy of meaning in action, she started mentoring interns. Suffering became stewardship. Her purpose in life score jumped 29 percentile points. This isn't toxic positivity, it's what Seligman calls flourishing under weight. When responsibility meets gratitude, you don't escape gravity, you build stronger bones. Isn't control just denial? And actually, healthy detachment means clearly seeing your situation without letting emotions hijack your choices. It's walking calmly with eyes wide open, not burying your head in the sand. What if gratitude feels fake? Good question. True gratitude isn't forced positivity, it's steadily training your mind to spotlight the authentic good, even in small doses. Honesty over performance, realistic recognition, never pretend positivity. Epictetus clarified, freedom is the only worthy goal in life. This freedom isn't numbness, it's disciplined clarity of mind, embracing reality exactly as it is, minus the drama. Let's start simple. Every morning, run a quick control audit. Ask clearly, is this within my control? And sort real actions from fruitless worry instantly. Takes 15 seconds, clarity lasts all day. Then pick one moment to practice authentic gratitude. Not grand gestures, just recall a small, genuine good. As Peterson notes, incremental improvement repeated indefinitely is unstoppable. In just 7 days, track these micro-actions. Seligman reminds us, key habits of thinking need not be forever. See clearly where attention goes daily. Master steady shifts toward resilience. Imagine a life not just lived, but truly it flourished. This isn't fantasy, it's the achievable peak when these principles become your compass, guiding your everyday. This is the North Star we've been navigating towards, a state of genuine well-being. Your day begins with calm clarity. Challenges arise, but your inner citadel, built on stoic wisdom, stands firm. You choose your response, not your reaction. This is true freedom, a serene start to a purposeful day, embracing what you control. Work becomes a conduit for your strengths, not a drain. You engage deeply, finding flow, contributing meaningfully. Every task, big or small, connects to a larger purpose. This is PERMA's engagement and meaning in action, transforming effort into fulfillment. Relationships deepen, nurtured by genuine presence and gratitude. You connect authentically, fostering positive emotions in yourself and others. Misunderstandings become opportunities for growth, not division. This is the R in PERMA, rich, rewarding human connection blossoming. Evening brings reflection, a quiet appreciation for the day's gifts and lessons. Gratitude isn't an effort, it's a natural state. You acknowledge your efforts, your growth, and the simple joys. This positive emotional resonance prepares you for restful sleep. This inner flourishing ripples outward. Your sense of responsibility extends, enhancing your community. Small acts of kindness, thoughtful contributions, a supportive presence. You become a quiet force for good, inspiring others by example without fanfare or expectation. There's a profound sense of accomplishment, not from external validation, but from living aligned with your values. Each day well lived is a victory. This is PERMA's accomplishment, the quiet pride of consistent, principled action and personal growth. Now close your eyes for just a moment. See this version of yourself. Feel the peace, the purpose, the connection. This isn't someone else. This is you, fully alive, embodying these principles. This potential resides within you now. This is the power you cultivate, a life where stoic resilience, Perma's well-being, gratitude's grace, and responsibility's reach converge. It's not about perfection, but persistent, purposeful growth towards this ideal. This is your empowered existence, waiting to be fully embraced. We began by questioning the fleeting nature of happiness, the anxieties that cloud our modern lives. Remember that initial unease, that yearning for something more solid, more substantial, a deeper sense of purpose and contentment? That was our starting point. We discovered the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, focusing on our inner responses. And we embraced Perma, the pillars of true flourishing, positive emotion, engagement, relationships, meaning, and accomplishment. These became our guiding framework for a well-lived life. We explored how to weave these into a daily rhythm, practicing gratitude, taking responsibility, cultivating our inner citadel. These aren't grand gestures, but small, consistent actions that compound over time, building a resilient and joyful foundation. And this disciplined practice leads directly to the life we just envisioned, a life of purpose, connection, and profound well-being. Not a life free of challenges, but one where you meet them with grace, strength, and unwavering inner peace. This vision isn't a distant mirage. It's a potential seeded within you. The tools are in your hands. The path is clear. It requires courage, commitment, but above all, the belief that you are capable of this profound transformation. Your journey to this flourishing life starts not tomorrow, but now, with one intentional step. Not with a giant leap, but a small, manageable commitment to yourself. This is where the abstract becomes real, where theory meets practice. Here's your challenge. For the next 7 days, pick 1% element of Perma. Actively cultivate it. Track it. Notice its impact. Just one small focus, 1 week. Will it be gratitude, meaningful connection, a moment of flow? Choose yours. Embrace this journey. You hold the power to sculpt your inner world, to build a life of enduring fulfillment. This is your agency, your responsibility, your greatest adventure. The potential for a truly rich life is yours to claim. As Seneca said, it is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult. Dare to live fully. Thank you for joining us. Begin your journey today.